Hello and welcome to Triumph Women Beating the Odds. My name is Okelo Sharon Agenjua. You love money? You love a good life? You gotta work for it. This week, we will tell you how. Welcome to the grand unveiling of a visionary in the realm of fashion and business. None other than the illustrious Mommy Deb, the driving force behind the Bougie. Prepare to witness a journey of triumph as we delve into the world of haute couture and entrepreneur excellence. With a keen eye for style and a strategic mind for business, Mommy Deb has redefined standards of success in the fashion industry. Join us this week on this captivating exploration of creativity, innovation, and sheer determination as we uncover the extraordinary story of a woman who epitomizes the essence of triumph in the business world, Mommy Deb. Hi, Mommy Deb.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here, though.
I'm so happy you came and graced us with your presence. Thanks for coming to Bougie.
It means a lot. Place. Like I see design after design, but I'll get to that later. So who is Mommy Deb?
Mommy Deb. First of all, Mommy Deb, my full name is Deborah Nantongo.
Yeah.
I was born in Uganda. I have been raised in the UK. My parents took me to the UK when I was very young.
Yeah.
I studied in the UK, worked in the UK, started my first business after university. I started Golden Events.
Okay.
I'm a mother. I have a son called Malachi and an adopted daughter called Malunji.
Okay.
I'm a mother, I'm a fiance.
I see that.
I'm getting married by God's grace this year. My Kwanjula is any minute now. And the wedding is later on this year in Maldives.
Yeah.
I'm a mother, I'm a fiance, hopefully soon to be a wife.
Okay.
And I'm a businesswoman. I'm an Adventist woman, so I'm Seventh Adventist.
Yeah.
So that's Mommy Deb, business, motherhood, Christ.
Okay.
And I love making money. I love being self-employed. So that's me.
So where does the self-employment drive come from?
I have always known that I don't like working for others.
Good one. Okay.
Yeah, I love making my own money. I love it. I love just, like, I've always worked my whole life.
Yeah.
From when I was little. Actually, the name Mommy Deb comes from, I was a nanny, but my first job when I was in secondary school in the UK, after school, I used to babysit children.
Wow.
So my first job was babysitting children, and then after school, babysitting, and then on Sabbath at church, I was looking after everyone's child.
Yeah.
In fact, when people come to church, they just go to Mommy Deb. So that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Because I'm a mother to all. I just saw it as everyone's mommy. That's why my fiance knows that our house is always filled with children.
Okay.
I love children. I don't have to be your mother to be your... I don't have to give birth to you to be your mother.
Yeah.
So that's where Mommy Deb comes from. I love children. And self-employment works for me because I want to do what I want when I want. I want to get up. I just want to do what I want.
Yeah.
In my own time, but have a good life as well. So I'm willing to work for it. Yeah.
It's interesting. I would never have imagined that you were a nanny.
I love children. I did it when I was in school. Like it was fun. And then obviously when I was old enough, when I was given my national insurance, when I was legally allowed to work, I then, like, I've always worked my whole life. When I worked, my first job, I was working in a bowling alley. Then I worked as a secretary and then I studied law and business. I did business with law.
Yeah.
And then I've always had my own business. So I was decorating. That was my first business in the UK. I was a wedding decorator.
Yeah.
So I used to attend a wedding when I'm the decorator, but then Nganzadi Zirana Maganda, we used to be Ugandan dancers. So I used to be like all in one. So I'm attending a wedding, but it used to be mainly Ugandan weddings. So in the Ugandan community in the UK, I would do most of the weddings, like decorating.
And the dancing.
And the dancing. I would come to Uganda, buy those things that they tie around you, but the music would be on the CD.
Yeah.
And we would dance on the wedding, and then we're doing the decorating. And then I have a full-time job, like I was a legal PA those days.
Yes.
So I've always loved a good life, but I want to work for it. I love money.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but I just love working.
Money is good.
Yeah, and I've always, like, I'm built in a way where if I want something, I don't limit myself. If I see that I want that, I have to get it.
Okay.
If it means, like, I always look at the 24 hours, I'm like, if I finish this job, that means I can squeeze in another one here. That means I can squeeze in another. Like, for me, the 24 hours are for making money.
What would you say has been your biggest challenge growing up to becoming the Mommy Deb today?
COVID.
Okay, tell me about it.
COVID was the biggest setback in business that I've ever faced. I think everyone. COVID was a lot. COVID was like, you know how you start your business and you're like, I'm just adding money. I'm just adding.
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like when you're self-employed, everything is on you.
Yeah.
So for me, I never wanted to live on loans. I never wanted to say, let me take money from here. Like, for me, I've always said, thank God, like, we have the privilege to go in the UK. So I was like, let me go to the UK and I just work, and all the money I make, I put in my business in Uganda. I put in farming and I put in Bougie.
You have a farm as well?
Yeah.
You're a farmer?
That was actually my first business in Uganda, was farming.
Okay.
I sell eggs wholesale. So that's where the real lifestyle is.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's get to that farming.
Really? I find that, like, I always assume people are not interested in that side of me.
Are you kidding me?
Really?
It's probably the most magical side right now.
Yeah. So basically, before I even moved to Uganda, my dad told me, Debbie, you love nice things. Debbie, you love to travel.
Yeah.
Debbie, like, my dad knows Bougie. So my dad said, if you want to maintain the life you've had when you've been in the UK, for you to move to Uganda, you have to do farming. I can't see you going to Uganda and asking for a job anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Debbie, I can't see any job that will pay you enough to maintain your lifestyle. So he's like, do farming. And then at first I was like, really? And then he was like, he gave me a breakdown. He was like, if you start with, let's say, 3,000 birds, you will make this much. I was like, hey! And if I double that, and then I triple that. So when I saw the money signs, I was sold. So
did it come raining money?
It was hard, I won't lie. It started off really hard because in business, you make a lot of mistakes. You work with the wrong people. And in farming, I think, if you're not running it yourself, you're never going to see the profits.
That's true.
Yeah, so I started off working with the wrong people, but when I started managing it myself, and then that's when you actually start seeing, like, it's making you money.
Returns,
Yeah, but then COVID happened. COVID. Trays of eggs went down to even 5,000, 4,000.
How is that though? Because I wouldn't imagine the hens are getting COVID.
What happens with poultry? I mean, Bougie talking about farm, but it's okay. That's my life. So because with farming, the demand is there, but then what happened is that my usual routine is that I have a guy, I have one buyer, he comes once a week, takes everything. And he takes everything and takes it outside Uganda.
Yeah.
And then he even convinces you, oh, ask your mom to sell me her eggs.
Yeah.
Or ask everyone. So the more eggs he takes, because I'm guessing he makes at least 1,000 off each tray. So the more trays he takes, the more profit he makes. Because we're the ones putting in the, you know, all the work, all the feeds, all the medicine, everything. And then he just collects and takes to the people that will sell to you guys in supermarkets at such a interesting price.
Wow.
So when COVID happened, they closed the borders off. Now imagine all of us that are selling eggs, now nothing is going out of Uganda. All of us that are selling eggs, they're all in Uganda.
They're stuck there.
Uganda now is flooded with eggs. Like, it's just eggs. Literally anywhere you look, there's eggs. So it was like the market was flooded. So now the demand is like on zero. Because now people are being forced to eat eggs.
And the supply is high.
Everyone has eggs, and you remember you can't keep them for so long. True. So you literally get desperate and sell them off before they go off.
Wow.
That's how you have a tray that came from, like, sometimes it could even be like 12K or 10K to 5K.
I remember that. Yes.
Now you're like, COVID that ate a lot of eggs.
Exactly. No wonder.
We suffered.
Okay. Then you move from the eggs from the farm to now Bougie.
So the reason I started Bougie, basically my real plan when I moved to Uganda was farming. So I put all my eggs in one basket. It was farming.
Okay.
And at the time, I had someone running it. But then, because I had a management situation, I had so much time on my hands. And I don't know how to be idle. I don't know how to be there. Like, because when I was in the UK, I was so used to like making money. Like when I was in the UK, I was always busy. I had a 9-to-5 job. I had, you know, I was a legal PA 9-to-5, and then in the evening, I was doing a nursing job where you just help people, like monitor their behavior, write it down. They take medication, you write it down. So you're paid to sleep there. So I'm used to even getting paid to sleep, just taking notes, or they slept throughout the night. And then on the weekend, I'm doing weddings, and then in the evening, I had like another job. So I had like I had like 4 jobs.
Pause it right there, Han. Pause it right there. We'll be getting back after the short break to understand more about how student moves from farming and then now with Bougie, and then now on TV. I mean, we all know Mommy Deb. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome back from that short break. We're still here with Mommy Deb. I mean, so many young people out there undermine farming because you look at the Bougie side of things. You never know what people are doing at the back side of things. And here it is that Mommy Deb, that we all look at as Bougie, she will hit the farm, make that money, and at the end of the day come out looking fly.
I try.
So but now straight to it now, the farming, and then now to the Bougie, and then to your other life. Let's continue. So
the reason I actually got into Bougie was because I had a good team managing the farm for me. I had too much time on my hands, and I'm not used to being idle. So that's when I decided to, I was actually just walking around this building because I'd come for like a makeup session. I was at Tina Brow's downstairs, and then I saw that there was vacancies here. By the way, I'd actually been bringing in clothes here and there because I realized every time I come to Uganda, someone's like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Like, you go into a salon and you live with, like, people buy everything. And you're like, you look around, you're like, don't people have nice places to shop here? And then I look around, when you see the places that are selling things, what you find in this shop is in that shop, it's in that shop. So my business mind, straight away, I was like, gap in the market. Straight away, I was like, there's a gap in the market. I was like, if I'm to do a store here, I want something that is like, you can't find it in every store. Like, that's the number one thing. I was like, gap in the market. I was like, I want things that someone can find, like, can literally be like, if you buy it in Bougie, you can't find it anywhere. So Bougie came because I had time on my hands, and then I saw the need for it. I was like, I want to have a store where you can walk in, the experience is beautiful. You know, you walk in, you get a glass of bubbly, you know, I want it to be like a fun shopping experience, and no matter your size, you can find something amazing. You'll
obviously find something.
Especially with girls that were struggling like myself, because I've had my weight situation after I had a baby. Like, I've been up and down, you know. So I want to, regardless of my weight, I want to feel good if I go to a wedding. I want to, regardless of the occasion, I want to feel amazing. So that's what Bougie was for. Regardless of your size, you look amazing. And I make sure we have stuff that fits every budget. If you want a gown from London, I have it. You can hire it. You don't have to buy it. If you want a cute two-piece for a barbecue, we have it. And you don't have to spend crazy money. So I try to make sure we have things that fits every budget and every size.
Wow.
So that was Bougie, because I saw a gap in the market.
So how was it starting? Normally business is crazy at the start.
So I feel like, because I'd just come out of like, when I thought of this is when I was like, let me put my business degree to use. I realized marketing is everything. I can't emphasize it enough. And I realized that with Bougie, it was more popular because of how hard I went on marketing. I literally, before I sleep, I create content for Bougie. So even if I'm starting with 5 dresses, I will model them. I will get good camera guys. I will, like, you have to push. Like, I went crazy online. And then people would be so hyped online, and then they'll come to the store. It was actually half this size. And they're like, wait, the way this store is online, you would think it's Woolworth. And I realized that's what it means when you're starting. You have to, because my vision was, I want Bougie to be everything amazing. I'm praying for my neighbors to move out. I'm joking. Because I have no space. Like, I like her, but I'm like, the day you want to move out,
please
call me.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. So what kind of ateliers do you have? Is it just the gowns, or do you go...
Every year we go, like every year we push ourselves. So before we started off with just casual, you know, if you want like a nice puffy top with nice jeans, we started off casual. But now we are trying to make sure whatever a woman needs, we have it. When it comes to like changing dresses, when you have gowns, even suits, like those formal suits. But I make sure I have not just any suit. I have suits that you can't easily access. Those ones that are really long and so elegant. Like, my pleasure is someone looking good in an amazing Bougie outfit. I don't like to I'm not doing it for the money, even though it sounds wrong. I'm doing it for the name, the brand, and in the future I know the money will be there.
So where do you want to be in the 5 years?
I want to own the building.
I
want to be when rent is behind me and I own the building. Downstairs is shoes. Ground floor is gowns.
Thank you.
First floor casual. Second floor to take care of churros. Dinner dresses. Let me tell you, when it comes to manifesting, I don't limit myself. For as long as I want it, I will put it in God's hands. And I'll do the work, and I'll allow God. Where I've come from to where I am, hey, only God can say, only God can tell you. But I've come a long way, and I'm happy.
So has religion and maybe your upbringing contributed to where you are right now?
I used to always think that, oh, my mom wakes us up at 5 in the morning to pray. It's too much. But I thank God for that. I thank God for those 5 a.m. wake-up calls, because I feel like if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for religion, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now. Because if anyone is out there doubting God, you better go home and think twice, because I'm a living testimony that God can give you more than you wished for. There's I built a vision board of what I want, and my vision board is here, and what God has done for me is here.
Up there.
Yeah. And I can never thank anyone but God for where I am now.
So what's the last word to all the people that you inspire out there?
Put God first and build yourself, build your brand, work on your brand every day, work on your vision every day. And I just want to give glory and praise to God and thank my fiance, Michael, for everything he's doing in my life. And come and shop at Bougie and get glammed up.
Okay. Well, there you heard it. Business is not just about the money. There comes a time when business should be about building your brand, because from your brand, then something bigger can then manifest. You're looking for the money, look for the brand at the same time. Well, that was Mommy Deb, an inspiring Bougie girl. Until next Saturday, same time. My name is Okelo Sharon Nagendra. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at Girl from Miami and at Triumph Women UJ.